Hi Pisces, how is it going? Thank you so much for joining me. It's been a minute, hasn't it? Gosh, where have I been? I have been living. I have been accumulating experiences to talk about. I decided I wanted to focus a lot more of my energy on the generals and Virgo, and I feel like I have that energy back now. So I love being back. I love connecting with you guys in particular. We share a sign in many different aspects, and so Pisces, do hit that subscribe button, do hit the thumbs up button. If you would be interested in booking a reading, you can do so by going to the website rubyreadstarot.com. There is currently a monthly saver that's going on where you get to book 4 readings for the price of 2. Those are 4 45-minute readings for the price of 2, so take advantage of that. Anything else? No, I think that's it, Pisces. All right, shall we just breathe? Should we just do that? Okay, 1 2 3, let's go. Pisces, let all of it go. So Pisces, I think recently you have felt like there has been almost like this parasitic energy kind of feeding off of you. And I think your energy levels were kind of showing that things were not necessarily right. Pisces, I feel like there has been this calling for you to turn to divine, to source, to God. And I feel as if there has been, for you Pisces, this final like feeling of making it home or being comfortable in this direction. And I think this is absolutely everything to do with the Sagittarius full moon that's happened today in this Gemini season, coming out of Hierophant season, Taurus season also. I think there's more curiosity towards something a little bit bigger. And I think now with Venus moving into Gemini, finances begin to look better, you know, all the obvious inevitable stuff. Finances get better, love gets better, you begin to look better. But I think you're now beginning to understand how life really works in comparison to what we were taught about how it works. So Pisces, there is something about you trusting your path, the path that you're on. There is something about you going towards a higher calling or a higher purpose. There is a need for you to take a leap of faith and I think drop some baggage that needed dropping. Saturn being in your sign, I think, has really made you drop a lot of things that may have been building up in that subconscious, things that you know that may have been holding you back. I think with the transit of Jupiter moving into Gemini, fellow mutable sign, where things may have felt like they were stagnating, where things may have felt a bit stuck, where things may have felt like they're not moving, now all of a sudden you get more creative expression. And for you, I'm 100% sure that's so reflected in your art, in your artworks. So this really is a time for you to really ride this breeze, you know, this breath of fresh air, as I tell Virgo. And it's about going in the direction where life imitates art, and you're being pulled towards your creativity and you're being pulled towards your faith. Wow. Pisces, there is a big thing here about you practicing your faith, holding faith, re-establishing what faith means and what it means to have it and what it means to practice it. And I feel like there is this new renewed strength in you, and it is about this connection that you have finally really established and connected, and it has everything to do with God, right? And this may not have been you before. Isolation. Your faith, Pisces, is calling you to have this period of time where you may have been in isolation and you're now coming out, or you may not have been in isolation and you gave up way too much of your energy, and you're now being asked to renew your faith by taking some time away from inevitable sources of energy drain, Pisces. There is something about, and the alarm is the confirmation. You may have literally drained yourself in so many other ways that you don't even realize that there is not enough energy or motivation or productivity in the journey that you're now supposed to be in. And I hope, I think, I'm sure that in this isolation, not only is it about you searching for the things that you know were missing, the answers that you know that you needed, but beginning to see the world in a brand new light, Pisces, because there has been this philosophical approach or this philosophical expansion, curiosity, and almost like this getting rid of stagnation that has just pulled you in this brand new arena, this brand new direction of where the possibilities of life can take you. And if you're really, really willing to just focus on your art, I understand that this is going to lead you on such a glow up. This is going to lead you on such a new level. Impartiality. You need this space right now, Pisces, because there is something about your generous spirit. And there is something about when you're giving of yourself, just how much you give of yourself. And right now, it might be hard to accept the need for this isolation, but I think you know that you needed this time out to create the indifference from places that was up in your energy, to create the separation and the distance from places that you know were not doing you, your life, any good. And despondence, soulmate, instinct, and joy. You may have been asked, Pisces, to, with this impartiality, really look at those around you that were not necessarily happy for you. Bottom of the deck, perfection, Virgo card, hello. I feel like you achieving, you trying to get somewhere, there was a few people that really were not going to allow you to spread your wings and expand because they couldn't handle your progression. I think what you need to know is that your instinct will show you the connections that you know are not clapping when you're winning. And it's super important for you to pay attention to that, Pisces, because you cannot create impartiality if somebody's going to keep poking and prodding. This isolation from the places that you know were creating a despondence from you, when right now what we need, what you need, is a response to this instinctual pull towards this soulmate energy. You know that there is joy in this person. You know that your true joy is in you, and this person is you. Mercury in Taurus is sextiling Saturn in Pisces. This is strong energy for you in a few ways because it is asking you to be a little bit strategic in your movements, Pisces. There is a need for you to make absolutely the best decisions for yourself. Don't aim for perfection, but know that if perfection is the goal, you won't miss the mark too far off. Just don't get caught up in other people's opinions about what you're doing. You don't need to be brought down a peg or two, a notch or two. You need to free flow. Because the more that you free flow, the more you allow yourself the time to think in your own way and go with the flow. That's how everything works out for you with ease, Pisces. This is what we know about you. The influence toxic influence of others cannot interfere with your instincts right now. There is a soulmate who brings you so much joy. And if you're really to enjoy this Venus in Gemini transit, then really embrace the childlike qualities of this adolescent sign. The fun comes first. And I think this duality, this axis of Sagittarius and Gemini, it's chatty. It's about articulation. It's about conversation. It's about communicating effectively with non-violent communication. And these might be things that you need to look at, because I do feel like Gemini season is one of those seasons where you are being pushed to network and make allies and schmooze and get ahead of where you are currently. This Jupiter and Gemini transit is charming, it's quirky, it's artistic, and it's not fixed, which means mutable signs and their eccentric ways find money and expansion and fortune in these quirky nooks and niches where they are fully in their artistic expression. Joy comes when you allow yourself complete surrender and impartiality to the hooks and the drains and the chains that may have tried to poo-poo your ideas, your I don't know, your natural instinctive pulls in the things that you know that you want to do. 1333 when I said that. Pisces, this is really good fun, okay? There's a lot of spiritual growth that's taking place for a lot of people right now. And this is an excellent, excellent teacher, right? I find that in this period, everybody now becomes success oriented. And it's a really good time, if things had failed before, for you to dust yourself off and try again. But the only way that you're really going to do that is that if you understand that perfection really is impossible, you know, don't expect the impossible. Like, I know that sounds, I don't know, it's almost like don't limit yourself with expecting perfection. Nothing's ever like 100% perfect, but everything has its own natural design. And more often than not, it's the subconscious image that we're projecting. So if we are allowing and open and welcoming to perfection, we'll find it. But let's not like force ourselves into toxic, I don't know, striving for toxic levels, you know? Let's stay where the flow takes us. And if we need to get off the beaten path, let's do it with joy. There is great support of a soulmate here, and this person really does make you happy. It's about you understanding that happiness is a choice. And if you decide that now is the time for you to be happy, 15:15 on the clock when I said that, then follow that. Follow your instincts with that. Pisces, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. Do hit the thumbs up button. Leave me a comment, let me know how you're doing. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can find out ways to do so in the description box. Book a reading, rubyreadstarot.com. Mwah! I love you.